Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thank you for joining me. This week's featured lesson is an old-time tune that's been requested many times at the site, Ragtime Annie in the key of D. We're going to be working out of C position, of course, but sounding the key of D. And this is a nice beginning to intermediate arrangement. We're going to play the melody right on the head, nothing too fancy. Again, just kind of a nice right down the middle arrangement. These fiddle tunes are always kind of full of lots of eighth note runs. That's just the nature of them, but we're going to get it as basic as we can. So it's a very obtainable fiddle tune for you guys and gals out there to give a try. Now, if you'd like to access the full-length lesson, as this is just a preview, click the link down there. It'll shoot you onto my site. Learn about becoming a premier member for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly fee. Access this lesson and over 350 videos at my site in all 3 of my courses. Every single piece of content at the site. This lesson's going to come with about 35 minutes of video, downloadable PDF tabs, and four audio backing tracks to help you work your speeds up. All right, so yeah, let's still go ahead and start walking through the first few measures of this lesson. We'll bring the camera on in, throw the tabs up on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking down Ragtime Annie. Here in the key of D, we are capo 2nd fret in playing out of C position. Okay, playing out of C position, but again, sounding the key of D, of course. And I'm gonna play these first few bars and break them on down. The markings below the staff are pick directions. The staples are the downs, the V's are the up. So you're gonna wanna pay very close attention to that to execute this arrangement cleanly at high speeds. All right, so here's the first few measures. It has a pickup on beat 4. So those first 3 markings are quarter note rests. And yes, the pickup starts on beat 4. So here they are. So 1, 2, 3. And I ended on the downbeat of measure 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got a 0-1 pick on the D string. That's the beat 4. And then we get to measure 2, and we go to the 2nd fret. And I'm gonna kind of think that, like, you know, we're in C. I'm not gonna use my 3rd finger on the low string here, but it's almost like I got a little A minor 7 chord, really. But I'm just gonna kind of stay in this position right here. And so 2nd fret D, open G, and then 2nd fret G. Get your 3rd finger in there. Okay, back to the 2nd fret D, open G, D string, 2nd fret G, D string. So just really bouncing between those 2 strings, right there in the middle, and we're just kind of lifting off our 3rd finger on and off the G string, okay? Let me do measure 2 all by itself. 3, 4. Okay, really bouncing back and forth. 3, 4. And then going on, next measure, open G, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G, back to the D string, open G. So that's a quarter note right there. See how it's just a stem all by itself, a 0 with a stem. It's a quarter note. And then we're gonna kind of do that phrase again, and then 0 on the D, 1st fret on the G, on the D string, and you're gonna hammer 2nd fret on the D. Okay, we're gonna hammer to the downbeat of measure 4. So yeah. Do that slowly here. Let me count us off. We'll start from the very beginning. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll pretty much do that again. So yeah, the right hand's really bouncing between those 2 strings pretty much the whole time for these first, well, almost 4 or 5 bars here. So you just got to get used to that. have to have your first finger planted on the B string down here if you don't want. A lot of times I'm just kind of with these two strings mostly. Okay. And then let's move forward. Measures 4, 5, and 6 sound like this. 2, ready, go. Again, go. 4. So measure 4, D string, 2nd fret, open G, 2nd fret G, back to the D, open G, 2nd fret D, back to the G string, 2nd fret, D string, 2nd fret. So pretty much the same as measure 2, exactly the same as measure 2. Once you get that little phrase down, you have the A part primarily, you know, or a chunk of it. And then measure 5, 0 on the G, 2 on the G, and then 4th fret. We're gonna slide up. 2 of them. It's a quarter note and then a half note. You see the circle around the 4 means a half note. 2 counts. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and I'll probably slide up there with my 3rd finger since that finger's kind of been on that string the whole time. 4. And then going on, here's a little lick over the G chord now. Open G, 2nd fret, hammer to 4th fret. Open G, 2, 4 again. Open G, and then 2, 4, hammer again. And again, I'll be hammering that note right there, the 4th fret on the G. I'll be hammering on the downbeat of measure 7 to cause some syncopation. Now, you know, of course I did that going from measure 3 to 4 as well, to again, cause a little syncopation, a little energy. Now, if the hammer-ons or pull-offs kind of give you trouble with your timing, you can always take those hammer-ons and pull-offs out and put in the correct pick direction. Okay, so in this case, measure 7, you would, you know, pick a down pick because that's a down beat. Up picks on up beats, down picks on down beats. So if you kind of understand that a little bit, then you can take those hammer-ons or pull-offs out, because I could have added a lot more hammer-ons and stuff, but I just want to do a few, and if they throw you off, you can just take out the hammer-ons and pull-offs and put in the correct pick direction and simply pick it all, and it'll be just fine. Right there, I just picked all of it instead of adding the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now I'll do as written, starting on the G chord. 3, 4, 3, 4. You know, it'll give just a little bit more energy and sound a little smoother when we get to speed. Okay. All 3 of those measures a couple times. 2, ready, go. 3, 4. 1, 2, again, go. 4. I'm gonna play from the beginning now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Played measure 7 there, went on a little bit. So yeah, there's the first 6 bars, and just getting that is going to be a big portion of the piece, because we're going to repeat all of that A part and we'll do it the exact same way. So, all right, let's move on to measure 7, 8, and 9. So now we just came from measure 6, right? Of course, and we hammered on to the 4th fret on the downbeat right there. Okay, downbeat, 4th fret on the G, and then it's 2, open, back to 4, and there's a little syncopation here. See, there's a note in parentheses, right? A little tie and we're gonna hold over and then back to 2 and then open G. That's a quarter note right there. So measure 7 sounds like this exactly. And 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So there's a little hesitation, right? There's no pick direction on that tie note, the note in parentheses. We hold it over or tie it over 2. And it of course creates a double upstroke in there, much like hammer-ons and pull-offs create a double up or double down. This little tie right here is doing this, having the same effect. You know, you can just sit around and do that measure by itself. Okay. All right, then moving forward, finishing up the first time through the A part. So 0 on the G, 2nd fret, open B, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret on the high E, pull off to 0, and then 3rd fret on the B. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm gonna do this lick all throughout the piece. It's a nice, cute little lick that you can use all the time. And then into the first ending, that's what that 1 is with the bracket. This is the first ending because the second ending, when we go to the B part, will be slightly different. 1st fret B, 2nd fret G, open G, 2nd fret D, 3rd fret A. And then here we are, 0, 1 on the D. And then we're gonna go to measure 2. There's a double dot, a double bar line. They are enclosed. That's a repeat sign. So the double dot in the first ending, you'll see, there's a double dot there, and we go back again to the second measure, or the first full measure of the piece, however you want to think about it. Measure 2. So we don't do 0, 1, in entry or the pickup twice in a row or anything like that. All right, let me play those 3 measures in context a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.